Hello, everybody. Happy December 30th, 2019. This will be the last installation of Mara's Magical Messages for 2019. Pretty amazing. So just some general info about 2020, what we're moving into this year. 2020, when you add those numbers together in numerology is, hey Melinda, that is the number 4. It's a number 4 universal year, which means that it's about action and about practicality. So it also is very much about the divine feminine. It's also we're entering the Aquarian age, and we're really leading the way in more of an equal and collaborative partnership type of interactions and relationships. So the divine feminine has really been rising for many of us over these last couple of years, and this is really we're going to really feel the energetic shift come 2020. I don't know if it's going to be in like 3 days or if it's going to take a couple of months. Not sure exactly. It's the Aquarian era of light, where our heads are following our hearts. Our hearts are going to start even more so leading the way. And many of you have maybe even started dabbling in this, practicing this. I definitely have been practicing this for the last couple of years, where I feel into decisions instead of thinking about decisions. And it has made all the difference for me. Of course, as many of you know, I've lived in different spots, traveled a lot, and things have been, a little rocky at certain points for sure. But here I am really in a glorious time of my life. And I do feel like that has to do with following my heart and feeling into my heart and making decisions based on that. So, okay. So 5th dimension is all about collaboration and following our heart. Head is following the heart. And we really we've been integrating it, but we're going to be integrating it even more into more of the 3-dimensional life that we are all leading. Okay, so I think that's what I wanted to say about that. Okay, so for our reading this week, our gemstone of the week is jade. Amazing. I have a gorgeous mala from a dear friend that I love, 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 love. And I have this gorgeous piece of jade that I have on my altar all the time. Jade is a really wonderful gemstone. What I learned today, which I hadn't known before, was that it actually balances emotions very, very well for Aries, for people who are born in the sign of Aries, and that is me. I'm an Aries. So I was like, that's, it feels so good and so grounding for me. The color green, supports the heart chakra, and also brings in the energy of growth and vitality. And of course, putting it right over your heart is a great spot for it. It's also helps us by giving us wisdom to be able to see past self-imposed limitations. So it's a really good one, especially for right now as we're launching into 2020 and, and starting a whole new decade, not just a whole new year, a whole new month, but a whole new decade. So, I think most of the time we are stopping ourselves from moving forward powerfully. Nobody else is. We're stopping ourselves. Perceptions of outside-in situations, or perceptions of what people might think of us, or it's all BS completely, right? Like it's what's going on for ourselves that really matters. And we're going to be doing this more and more, heart, soul, and then the head comes in. So the jade really helps us with that. Okay, and it's a stone of good fortune and abundance. So we all want that moving into 2020. It's great for attracting money into your life. So bring it on. Here's our jade. Our oil of the week is Immortelle. It's a doTERRA blend called Immortelle. It has all of the highest vibrational oils on the planet in here, and also grounding oils. I love to use it for meditation. I always put it on my crown chakra. I put it on my third eye, right? And I also put it on my zeal point, which is that spot right at the base of your skull. Those are 3 awesome spots to put it on for meditation. And then, of course, let's put it on our heart, and make sure you smell it. And then, you might want to put it around your eyes, use it on your face. It is the anti-aging blend, because these oils that are in it are so powerful for skin. And you don't want to get it in your eye, though. But and it smells amazing. So the highest vibe oils: sandalwood, rose, frankincense, amazing. Oh my God, it is really, it opens you right up. You can feel it opening you right up. So it's the oil of spiritual insight, and it encourages positive states of being, and developing faith and hope and patience, compassion, love, magic. It helps to quiet the mind. So like I said, great for meditation, great for yoga practice. It brings us some inner stillness. It helps to keep out what's going on outside of us. It helps us also to release negativity and old patterns. And it offers profound light. Rose is in this blend. Frankincense is in this blend, right? These are really, really high, powerful oils. And it helps us to transcend the darkness, and by bringing in more light. So highly, highly recommend having this oil. It is heaven. It's just heaven, really. No other way around it. Okay. So we have 3 different cards today for our ending of 2019 and bringing in 2020. And I chose a card from Ascended Masters. Yes, Yamila, definitely get it for sure. Use your points if you have points. It's a great thing to buy with your points. So the card that we got was Nurture Yourself. And Mother Mary is the Ascended Master who came through, which is so interesting, right? That we're here at Christmas time and she came through. Anyway, love it. So, this is about sleeping, detoxifying, exercising, taking some time to yourself. Many of you, have kids home and are off your normal schedules, and which is, it's a joyous time for many people. For other people, it's a really challenging time. But regardless, this is a time to nurture yourself. And moving into 2020, we want to really set some good patterns, for really the patterns of balancing both giving and receiving. So that's what Mother Mary is really here to talk about, is to make sure that we're balancing the output and the input. Most of us, especially women, are giving, and then they receive a little bit. And then they give. If you ask a mom, like, she knows more of what her children like, or maybe her significant other likes, than herself. It might take her longer to decide what is my favorite color, or my favorite meal, or my favorite whatever, right? So just remind yourself that knowing yourself is the most important person for you to know. From all of that, from you knowing yourself, stems all the good that comes, and the trickle down into your family and friends. So know and honor your inner space, says Mother Mary. And, Mother Mary's Mother Mary. We got to listen to her, right? Okay. So next card up, our inquiry cards. What needs attention? Fabulous card, especially after we were just talking about, self-care, nurturing ourselves. And again, we've heard this all before. I'm not telling you anything new, right? But sometimes this is like a good way to think about it. Because sometimes you say, well, nurture myself. I don't even know where to begin. I don't even know where to start with that. How do I even start doing that? Well, what needs attention? So yeah, I think that our guides are trying to help us very specifically. What needs attention in your life? Where do you start to feel bad? Right? So that's maybe going to help us, push us in a certain direction. Okay. And our final card, hey Trish, so good to see you. So our final card is called Protection from Rebecca Campbell. She's coming out with a whole new card deck in like a week. I've already pre-ordered it and I can't wait. So, but protection. So again, going into 2020, she's reminding us to call back our power, call in our power, so that as we're going into 2020, we are fortified, we are ready, and things that have been, so people, places, things, situations, environments that have been energy drains for us. And again, we know what those are. We know those people who make us feel exhausted. We know the situation. We know the environments. When you have determined what those are, we really need to work on releasing them and changing them in for something better, bringing back our own, souls, our own pieces of our soul that have been getting drained. Our energy just keeps draining some of these situations. And that, as we go into 2020, I just feel like the universe is not going to let us stay in these situations. And so a lot of them are like self-destructing, right around you. Right, Trish? Exactly. Like where situations are just not working anymore. It's just not working. And that's such a good thing. And I know sometimes at the beginning it doesn't feel like it's a good thing. It feels scary. But that is what soul retrieval is about. That's what Rebecca Campbell is talking about in terms of protection, is bringing those pieces of you back together again, so that as we move into 2020, we are at our best. And that doesn't mean pushing forward. It means moving into our highest self and into that divine feminine of collaboration and partnership and compassion and love. So, there you go. It's been an awesome year. Lots of change and lots of love and lots of amazingness. And I hope and wish for all of you and all of us that we continue on into this next decade, the decade of the 20s. We're leaving our teens again, right? And believe you me, it does feel that way in some ways. And we're moving into our 20s again. We're moving into a more wise decade, into, like we said, the Aquarian era of light. And it's going to be beautiful. So can't wait to see you all next week. And know that I'm thinking of you and loving you from Colorado. Have a great one. Namaste, Satnam.